Let's get the latest with sports broadcaster and journalist Tusdiq Din. Thank you so much for joining me. So the India and Pakistan cricket match went ahead despite Pakistan initially refusing to play the match. India, of course, won by 61 runs. But how significant was this cricket match between the two rivals, which haven't had a bilateral fixture for 14 years now?
Very significant indeed, Lee. You'd have to say that the ICC, the International Cricket Council, was certainly worried about the prospect of not having what would have been the standout fixture, certainly of the group stages taking place. The significance is viewed manyfold, lucratively, with regards to economics, obviously the viewing figures, and also the host nations. What the anticipation created there was also amplified around the world because, quite simply, it is the standout fixture because the ICC know that they normally place these two teams together for that very reason. So the fact they went ahead was of great significance, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The ICC know that this is something that will attract the crowds, will make lots of money. So it's one of the ways to get them on the pitch. But how does the India-Pakistan T20 cricket rivalry really reflect broader political tensions between the two nuclear-armed countries? Because we always talk about politics and sport shouldn't be intertwined, but in this case it is.
Yes, sadly, it doesn't look like it's abating anytime soon. We have the two nuclear-armed rivals, cross-border rivals, and they unfortunately had a brief skirmish, one would call a short war in 2025, last year, May, when both sides accused each other of atrocities, and the US administration stepped in to soothe tensions. They seem to have been soothed by it for now, but the upshot of it all was, and this led to the Asia Cup tournament, which Pakistan hold, where India refused to shake hands of the Pakistan team, and that seems to have gone on throughout this, narrative. Certainly with the ICC tournaments, there have been efforts to try to compromise in some way, shape, or form. But when you look at the two respective protagonists, the PCB, the Pakistan Cricket Board Chairman, Mohsin Naqvi, he's a minister, the interior minister of the Pakistan government, and Jay Shah, he's the chairman of the ICC. Now, his father, Amit Shah, is the BJP, the Narendra Modi government BJP Home Affairs Minister. So sadly, politics does become intertwined, and much more than we would want to believe as sports fans, because, we just want to see fixtures go ahead regardless. But as you've mentioned, politics and sports seem to be continually woven together when you could say a lot of the protagonists are former players, they get on very well. Indeed, when Jasprit Bumrah became a father, you saw Shaheen Shah Afridi, his rival Pakistan bowler, go and congratulate him and indeed give him a gift. Now, those scenes, certainly public scenes, are long gone as the two countries, the two boards, seem to find some sort of logistical compromise. Unfortunately, we haven't got there yet.
And I guess that was leading on to my next question, because we talk about politics and sport, but cricket diplomacy is something that a lot of people talk about too. And in this match between India and Pakistan, I think there was a lot of hope. There could have been diplomacy, because as you say, there is a relationship between some of the players and they were brought together on a pitch. But do you think cricket diplomacy hasn't quite gone ahead in this case?
Well, the respective boards know the way the bread's buttered. And the truth is that if India pulls out of any of these organised events, they are the main draw in economics, in terms of power, certainly in terms of cricketing form, as we saw with the 61-run victory over Pakistan. They are the ace in the pack. They are the trump card, and they know that. So they dictate, and the other boards, the ECB, the English and Wales Cricket Board, the Australian ACB Cricket Board, they are the ones who kowtow, you could say, financially to where their finances are generated from. And certainly in this instance, there was a will beyond that for the fixture to go ahead, because the Sri Lankan Cricket Board, the co-hosts of Sri Lanka, and the Bangladesh Cricket Board, let's not forget, they were also part of the reason why Pakistan said they would not take part, because of Bangladesh's decision that they didn't feel safe in India. They wanted to relocate to Sri Lanka, which the request was denied, and we had this impasse that we got to now. But certainly the boards want to get on best they can. But until the impasse is sorted with the ICC, the finances are certainly skewed in terms of India, and the viewing figures, the economics certainly suggest that that will be the way, certainly for the foreseeable future.
And just any surprise India won, and who do you think will be the overall winners of the whole tournament? Because I've been watching this a little bit, only because I'm from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's actually been doing pretty well, but what are your predictions?
Yeah, Zimbabwe had a great victory, didn't they, over Australia? Muzaffar Rabbani, a star bowler in that fixture. But you can't see beyond India, certainly. You can't see beyond India, certainly, getting to the final, indeed, winning the tournament. Australia seemed to be out of form, no great shakes. You can certainly say India, they won today against Italy. England, they won today against Italy, would want their run to continue. But on home territory, you would not bet against India. You know, the chances of Pakistan getting involved seem to be limited, although we could go through the same impasse against it should Pakistan get to the semi-finals or the final. But as it stands, certainly the revenue streams, the economics, the viewing figures suggest that India are certainly the key attraction here. And when you have over 400 million viewing figures around the world, just to put that in context, the Super Bowl, recently concluded Super Bowl, only had 130 odd million viewers. You certainly know that they are playing to an audience that they want to satisfy. And it's a two-way street because India are the powerhouse financially and certainly on the pitch as well.
It's always fascinating to me how many people tune in to watch these cricket matches. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's hope Zimbabwe gets another win under their belt. But let's see if India do win, because I'll hold you to that. Tusdiq Din, brilliant to have you on. Thank you.